recognize Mr. Abhijeet Sinha, National Program Director, Ease of Doing Business. A round of applause for him. So please do join us for the special address and share your insights. Thank you.
𝗃𝗃, good morning, Ram Ram. I am already moderating a session and having a keynote on Viksit Bharat 2047, so not really prepared to speak in the beginning, but I'll keep it short to context all of you in this rally of reforming PSUs and making them global powerhouse. सबसे पहले ilouge मीडिया को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद for having me here and giving this opportunity to deliver the thought process that India has taken now on its full speed, full power and full energy. India now has become not only a point of contact, a point of nation of developing economies, or a nation that was struggling from its powerhouse position, or you can say generative position from what a democracy or an economy grows. India has now also become a destination. I am pleased to have sir with us, Mr. Sharma. I think I'm not right person to introduce such a personality, but a round of applause for our guest. Not only a destination which is struggling, or a country in terms of technology and in terms of global efficiency. When we used to context and when we used to refer India, तो एक nascent बात सामने आती थी और लोग कहते भी थे कि बहुत सारी टेक्नोलॉजीज और बहुत सारे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, efficiency, precision that we see across globe in other countries, in other nations, developed nations, that we will not be able to do. But now that notion has changed, where entire world is rallying with us, not only in terms of the fastest growing economy, but also taking some of the biggest challenges in today's scenario. 100% decarbonization is one of them. Economic globalization is another one of them, and all of them, they are in segment of scale, and in their segment of their volume are mammoth, scale very big. Net zero decarbonization is also one of them. 100% geo-specialization is also one of them. Defense and export, we are leading. We are the fastest growing urbanized, almost 11% of our populations is into global villages, and every minute around 30 people from a village moving to a city in India. We are not only at this stage of time a leading economy, but also a destination for tourism, a destination for pharma manufacturing to automobile manufacturing, wellness destination to a startup hub, digital footprint which is challenging the global order of context, startup hub to innovation, and also a film content destination. So these are soft sector. If you want me to quote hard one, the one which holds economy from as a backbone, then we are second largest road network, pushing China recently. Not only second largest road network, but also second largest smartphone manufacturer, which includes recent PLI scheme and Apple. Second largest bus and third largest truck manufacturer globally. Third largest pharma in volume and 11th largest in value. So what I mean to see is वो जो पहले notion चलता था कि तुमसे ना हो पाएगा, that has changed to a nation that तुम्ही से होगा. And our Prime Minister rightly says that यही समय है और सही समय है. So in his context, what I wish to only convey here, because we'll have a whole day of doing this conversation and doing this very mapped and very pragmatic talk on how PSUs can be the reform powerhouse center to hold this economy, is how Indian economy has grown up to a time, up to a place, and where we are expected and where we are expecting to reach forward. We are an economy, and आप सब उस पीढ़ी के लोग हैं हमारे साथ जो 100 साल इस देश के पूरा करेंगे, 2022 से 2047, और 75 to 80 years old country, 1947 we got independence, 1947 से लेकर 1955 तक we have been an agricultural economy. From 1955 to 65, 70 we have been an industrial economy, and after being industrial economy we started becoming a tech computer economy. And if you look at 2000 beyond, then we started becoming an economy which is talking about digitalization, globalization and other competitive stuff. और 2014 में 2022 आने से पहले 2020 से के बाद आप सब लोग एक ऐसे व्यक्ति को, एक मुख्यमंत्री को गुजरात से चुनकर प्रधानमंत्री बनाते हैं, who takes this entire development into a different direction, to become superpower, to become a very significant negotiator globally by 2047, and not only by saying the vision of 2047, but also by doing a pragmatic change and pragmatic world order. India is an economy which has taken 65 to 67 years to become 1 trillion, and next 8 years only to become 2 trillion. Next 5 years only to become 3 trillion, and I believe if we are right, then only 3 years will be taken to become 4 trillion. Currently we are a $3.8 trillion economy. And at this pace, if we grow for next 22 years, we will be by 2047 a $35 trillion economy. And this transition is unprecedented. A BCG study, how this $35 trillion calculation comes up, it's not only a jargon that we use into elections, or that some people say we will be able to make and some people say it's not possible. How this calculation comes is, आप जिस पीढ़ी में है वो पीढ़ी 100 साल पूरे करेगी 2047 में, and 2047 में हमारी population, our population will be 1.68 crore, 168 crores. If I quote rightly a very defined and very pragmatically calculated BCG study, then one person who has taken birth after 2000 years will be spending around $240,000 in his lifetime. All of you sitting in this hall can do the simple mathematics of calculating by multiplication of our population in December 2047, 1.68, 168 crore and $240,000, you will reach around $38 trillion. That's the market where India is heading. But to reach this market, we need to create opportunities. We need to achieve all these national ambitions, which I said: 100% globalization, geo-specialization, decarbonization, digitization, economic growth. And we also need to maintain the growth of around 9.24% to 9.4% for next 22 years. So, आगे आने वाली generations हमसे कुछ सवाल जरूर पूछेगी. Economic reform, political stability and also continuity of mandate, which are two very necessary ingredients of having a nation growing steadily in one direction at one rate, and that too incremental. In that direction, what PSU were doing, if we did not conducted a needed reform at that time, because majority of anchor and majority of anchoring roles still remains with PSU in this country. And what type of reforms and what type of transformation we expect? There are set examples to do that. In 2015, when PM launched Digital India, you can imagine our global ranking of data consumption was 122 in 2015. Can you imagine into next 4 years of Digital India? Digital India is something we all know, for digitization, for Paytm, for wallet, to inclusion of people into Jan Dhan Yojana and all sort of schemes where people are from Aadhaar card to passport, from their digital identity to their digital locker. Within a period of 3 to 4 years, can you imagine our ranking into data consumption, global data consumption, from 122 to what rank? Anybody, any guess? It's 1. It's globally, we are the leader of data consumption in the world. So it's not only a thought of Viksit Bharat that we wish to do and that we wish to bring in consensus. It's a very planned and very programmed manner progress work which is happening, which is going, and all of us who are contributing need to understand the role, scope, potential of our public sectors, because all of this calculation are not only done on the basis of development that will happen in the private sector. It also includes the government sector, and I'm happy to have a couple of very eminent speakers and very eminent participants in this conference today with us, who are going to give you many more examples of how we will be able to reach. And this question still remains with us, that we are the generation who is going to answer the next generation, that what did not happen into last 70 years, we did not even attempted into last 70 years, we attempted into last 25 years our Amrit Kal or not. Because by the time you are actually celebrating in 2047 Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we would have certain constraints, we would have certain attempts, fail, pass, does not matter, but at least we attempted. And these attempts are not in one sector, they are not into one segment or one industry, they are into overall economy, they are into overall operations and achievement. And I believe that the conversation which we are holding today is the conversation going to give shape to a very concrete and a very organized pathway to build not only a reform structure for PSUs, but also to elevate entire 30 focus sectors of our economy to perform in tandem of the Viksit Bharat 2047 vision. Thank you. Have a great day.